Good morning. It's a treat to be with you. Branding has a branding problem. Let me ask a quick question. How many of you have ever moved somewhere or relocated your business or invested somewhere because they had a great logo and a slogan? Well, you'll be glad to know that's not what this is about. How many of you love the community where you live and serve? Absolutely. Well, putting that passion to work is what this is about. Decisions are made every day in boardrooms and nonprofit boards and council chambers and conference rooms and dinner tables and breakfast tables and bars that affected the future of Bakersfield and Kern County. Now imagine those decisions being made in light of an overarching, approved, distinct strategy. Intuitively, that just makes some sense, doesn't it? It's certainly been our experience over the last 20 years helping communities be as competitive as they can. There's even a terrific study by the EuroCities Association that measured investment and quality of life measures with 40 mid-sized European cities over 10 years. And essentially the finding was places generally become more competitive and see improvements in their overall reputation when all the main sectors of a community are aligned to a common strategy. Now notice they didn't say a common logo. So do me a favor, in front of your piece of paper, draw an X somewhere on a piece of paper. That is my slick visual for this morning. Think about that X like an hourglass, and that is the scope of work we're going to be doing together. And the top of that hourglass is a lot of research in a lot of different ways and talking to a lot of people. And I hope to talk to as many of you today as I possibly can. We're also going to talk to people outside of your community, perceptions and attitudes and beliefs about Bakersfield and Kern County, and understand that perspective. We're going to understand the competitive situation and eventually take all of that good data and insight and develop a strategy, a DNA, and that is the neck of that hourglass about what is authentic, distinct, and ownable in the marketplace. And articulate that in terms of strategy first. And distinct is the hard part, right? I wish I had $1 for every time I've heard small town charm and big city amenities. That may be incredibly relevant, but it's not the least bit distinct. So there's got to be some focus in this strategy. Got to plant your flag somewhere. It's tough to do. It's tough for communities to do, especially when you have so many great things to talk about like you do. But that strategy has got to provide some focus and a competitive framework to tell all of the great things that you have to say, but to be able to tell them in a Bakersfield way, to be able to tell them in a Kern County way and tone of voice. So that's what we're up to. The bottom half of that hourglass is then how do you take that thought and put it to work in the stuff that you do. So individually as organizations, private sector, and public, and yes, in communications and messaging, but also ideally policy and development and what you celebrate and what you incentivize and how you live into that strategy that affects the experience someone has for you. We're off to a great start, learning lots. You've got a lot to be proud of. We're enjoying ourselves learning about your community, and please, if you have a chance to talk to me or Ed, raise your hand in the back of the room. Please come say hello to us this afternoon, and we're looking forward to our work together. Thank you very much.